Hi guys, welcome to the 7th tutorial, and I think this will be a small tutorial, and then after that we will go into other big ones. So if the Wi-Fi is not connected, then the movies that are being stored in our database, how do we implement the offline functionality? So for that I will first of all go to our manifest file, uses permission, and okay, Android Studio is hanging for some reason. Okay, permission network state, and I'll come back to my main activity, and here what I'll do is connectivity service, connectivity manager on manager. mm, Guest system service, connectivity service. Okay, that's great. And now this is asking us to add a permission. Some issue. So we have to check if our app has Wi-Fi or data or not. It should be resolved by now. Okay, and network info, con manager get active network info. Okay, if network info or I can say if network is connected, then add the access date, then show popular movies, else show offline movies. So if the network is not connected, then show offline movies. And in offline movies, what I will do is I will take my view model, because show movies in the database, observe this, because we have stored. Let me just write this method and I will reiterate it. Okay, great. So where did this method come from? Show movies in database. I will go back in my view model, show movies in database. So the movies that are stored in database, we are just going to query them and we will show them. Here the movies are being stored, and here we are querying those movies from the database. And this method is coming from repository, so we will go one more step reverse. In repository, we are getting those database movies from the movies interface, and if we go into the movie interface, it is showing all the movies that are stored in the table named as movies. So it is simple. I hope you understand that. Okay, so here we are, and now that array list of ours, like we can create a new array list and we can name it as offline list, our offline list is equals to array list result results. Okay, now we will, so now that we have an offline array list of data, we will just simply use this method, and we will simply use this method of another show offline recycler view, and we can pass this offline list inside there. Okay, so I will paste the recycler view code in here, and we will change the array list here because this is our array list. Now we are displaying offline movies. And so yeah, if the change was made successful, like if the movies were saved successfully while also simultaneously being fetched from the API, then it should have the data stored in the database, and it would not need the Wi-Fi or data to display those movies. It should display those movies directly from the movies that are stored locally. So fingers crossed. Okay, there is some error, and we would have to see what error is that. Hmm. I wanted to give me close app error so I can at least see where the error is. Okay, let's just delete the app, reconnect it with the Wi-Fi, and try to resave the movies. I will also clear the logcat, the old messages. Okay, the app is not connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. I think the issue with the app is that here maybe I have written the wrong code. Just here, if network info is not null, let's just change to that. Okay, let's rerun the app with this, or maybe reinstall the app with this. So yeah, it's being loaded. So what we will do here is all the images have already been loaded, and now I will kill the Wi-Fi. Okay, the Wi-Fi is gone, and it should have it should have saved all the movies into that. Okay, you see that? It's working. So our app is offline, but the data that was saved once we were connected with Wi-Fi is being displayed. Yeah, that's my point. That once we save, and now we are displaying the movies that are offline, but when we come online again, like with the Wi-Fi, the network is connected, then we will see the live data that is being fetched from the internet, and then that data will be stored in the database, and if you go offline, then you will see the data again that is locally stored. So I'm going to launch this app for the last time, and we will move to the next tutorial. Okay, so it is working as expected. Perfect. So now maybe before going to another tutorial, I would just try to fix this UI a little bit. So like we can have a little better looking app, even though it's just for the tutorial. Okay, maybe we can go in here and style our app a little bit. So where is emulator? And the issue is, okay, so our text view has a lot of space. Okay, match parent, wrap content. Yeah, because of the height of this, it's pushing, and scale. Okay. And mm, so let's try this now, so we can have a little better looking app. This app will work more smoothly on your phone because these are like so heavy images and like data and all that. I think emulator is not so strong to work smoothly. So okay, so this is the title is not being shown, I think. So we have to work with the title. Why the title is not being shown? I think only the overview is being shown. So maybe we can ditch the overview and just work with the title, because it's too big, and in the detail activity we can work on that. So let's see now what happens is like, think we have to add here the annotation. I'll just run the app and like we will know. Yeah, here we need this serialized annotations on. And what else was there? The water average. The vote average. Okay, let's try that. So if you want this look, this is really good, right? You know, you have to add the scale type fit in XML, so it starts right from where the card is starting. Okay, the name is still not being shown for some reason. Hmm. But I wonder why the overview was being shown here, not the. There is nothing wrong with our code, but it just can't seem to appear in here. Maybe the view is being hidden or photo is taking that. Yeah, so our move, all the text is being moved up here. We have to fix this. How do we fix this now? Gravity, no. No way. Okay, how do we bring this down now? Below poster. Hmm. Yeah, it's on top of it, so we have to bring it down. Um, Now this view should come text. Don't understand this, guys. For some reason, just struggling. And now we bring this title center bottom And where is this? Center bottom. Now let's try running our app. So our app is running. Yeah, this is some kind of an error that we are encountering, but we'll get through this. So a movie name is not being displayed. And let me check from here. Maybe I should run some log test that where is the so if the data is being loaded successfully, then we should be able to see something in here. Okay, so there is some problem maybe in our result. Two string methods added. Still no luck. I'm not able to see any log messages, so we have to So the movie name is null. Yeah, it's not being fetched. The problem must be here because we have to see in my old project that what is the serialized annotation maybe is wrong, the spelling, or maybe I should just go to Google and see in our response JSON to formatter response. Okay, JSON, that what is the variable that they had used. So they have used original title. Okay, they've used original title, and so this is I think so this is my mistake that I am that. Okay, original title, I'll just use it. So it's original title, and as for the overview, it's overview, but vote average, vote underscore average, vote underscore average, yeah, vote underscore average. So you really have to remember it. If these spellings do not match with the key names in the JSON, you can have a trouble like me, the one I was having. I think it should be fixed by now. And we can maybe also add a little bit of color to the background. Okay, you see that? So now the titles are being shown because our keys were wrong. So that is why the problem was. Okay, oh, where did it go? Okay, so what I'll do here quickly is I would just bring them like these names a little bit more nicer maybe, and that's up to you, you know, like how do you want to display them. So let's maybe, okay, the title is so big, so let's settle with 15 sp, and also this is like giving the margin of 10. Let's change it to 5, and let's change it to 10. Okay, and yeah, this is just like a design stuff, and okay, that's bad. If we change it to wrap content, then that's bad. So let's just change it to match parent then. Okay, that's not good too. 300 dp is okay. If the problem still remains, then we can just use the recycler view and okay, so maybe we can yeah, in the next tutorial we can, now the offline functionality is working and you know how to add database, the movies into the database. So now I should take one relative layout and within the card view and try my best to bring this title below the poster. And above maybe because of the match parent it's right. Okay, why did it crash in the first place? Some issue in the XML, I guess. Circular dependency cannot exist in relative layout. Okay, and just goodbye to the relative layout then. Okay, and so maybe I should just use my old code layout that is ready. So we save the time and close this tutorial. And I would also suggest you do not waste so much time on these like things. Just copy the code from here and you can have the layout that I had shown you earlier. Okay, So let's just take this card view from here and get rid of this whole shit. So yeah, here I have to add the star, so that icon, or instead, just to save time, I would just create a, what do you call, a drawable resource, name it star. Okay, star. So now if we run our app, it should look a lot decent. And we should give the same color to, should give the black color to our, okay, off we go. Yes, so here you can see that that our everything is working perfectly. The ratings are coming in here, and just one thing is that is not added here is the movie name, because in my old project I had not used movie name, but movie title is here if you want to use it. Let's just enable it and let's see where it falls. And I think you should change the star because it's not looking good. You can add a golden star here. Okay, maybe the app is running. Okay, yeah, the movie name is running, like coming up here in white. And movie name, the reason I disabled it, because you are seeing it in photo anyway, so that is why I think it's not very necessary. So yeah guys, thank you for this long tutorial and being with me. And like, yeah, the app is working, it's working with the offline functionality. And I would suggest, if you want to go one step ahead by adding like a, like click and all that, you can do that. And for now, this is it, and I will make more tutorials where you can where I will implement Dagger in this. And yeah, so let's work on that. So see you in the next one.